My last two videos have both been programming tutorials, but most of that stuff can just fly over your head if you don't know any programming. But how do you get started with programming? It's actually really easy. Today I'm going to tell you some tips to help you along on your programming journey. The first tip is choose the right tools for the job. You don't want to do memory-intensive tasks with something like Python. Instead, go with something like C, C++, or Java. And you wouldn't want to do something for data science with JavaScript. Instead, use Python or R. This can just save a lot of headaches later on by choosing the right programming language from the start and not having to deal with compatibility issues or a whole bunch of other issues that you might face. The next tip is find a good tutorial and stick with it. You don't want tutorials that you can't understand or are too boring. You want a tutorial that's fun, simple, and overall just teaches you the right way. Also, you want to stick with the tutorial once you've found a good one. You don't want to be jumping around from tutorial to tutorial, each one saying different things, and just having too much information in your head at the same time. Once you finish one tutorial, if you want to go to another tutorial, do that, but don't switch to another tutorial right in the middle. The third tip is to keep it simple. Those big, complicated programs you see on most GitHub repositories are only written by people with a lot of programming knowledge, and that's like after a decade of programming. At first, you won't be really able to do many complicated things, but that's okay. That doesn't mean you're a bad programmer or that programming is not for you. So keep it simple and don't push yourself too much. Number 4, have fun. Programming is supposed to be fun. If you feel yourself getting sad or angry, take a break for a little while. Take a walk, go outside, go somewhere. Just don't push yourself too hard, like I said in the last tip. The last tip is practice, practice, practice. You can learn from as many tutorials and books as you want, but none of that will actually matter if you don't do anything with the knowledge you've gained. One method I use when I'm learning a new language or programming framework, etc., is whenever I learn a new concept, I make a project with that concept. For example, when I was learning Python, when I learned if statements, I made a little game show that had different conditions for different answers that were entered, and that really helped me with understanding the if statement. So, practice, practice, practice. Do projects. Don't just read it all and do nothing with the information. So those were some programming tips that really helped me and will probably help you too. Be sure to like, subscribe, etc., and I will see you in the next video. Bye.